Good people. If you do not want people to be empowered, you make them not to be educated. Because of when you are educated, you become empowered. That's why a lot of people are dropouts and addicted to many kinds of different of substances. So it surprises me when I see our leaders talk the talk which they do not walk. But then listen to what this article I've read in the newspaper. It says on Sunday, 2 February, US President Donald Trump criticized South Africa for confiscating and treating certain classes of people very badly. The controversial statesman was referring to Cyril Ramaphosa's signing of the Expropriation Act, which permits the government to seize land without compensation. Ramaphosa responded to Trump's comments with a tweet that called for a discussion with the US administration over land reform policy and issues of bilateral interest. Ramaphosa tweeted, "The recently adopted Expropriation Act is not a confiscation instrument but a constitutionally mandated legal process that ensures public access to land in an adequate and just manner as guided by the Constitution." He added, "South Africa, like the United States of America and other countries, has always had expropriation laws that balance the need for public usage of land and protection of rights of property owners." Elon Musk, who heads up Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, responded to Ramaphosa's tweet. He tweeted on his X account, "Why do you have openly racist ownership laws?" Elon Musk's tweet criticizes Cyril Ramaphosa and the government has received mixed reaction from South Africans, and I'm a South African, but I don't have mixed reactions. President spokesperson Vincent Magwenya responded, "My brother, you would know that owing to a devastating legacy of centuries of oppressive and brutal colonialism and apartheid, our constitution provides for redressing the ills of the past. You have his number. We started the dialogue, so let's continue talking constructively." Action SA leader Herman Mashaba questioned Elon Musk by tweeting, "I still have to hear you say something about the atrocities of the racist and brutal country you were born in, declared by the international community as a crime against humanity. It is unfortunate that you spew lies against our country, misinform President Trump about what is happening in South Africa. You should be using your position to build a better and adequate world, but you have chosen to do the opposite. The truth will always triumph." It's so amazing when our leaders speak like this, but here I am, dropped out of school on 2015. Just imagine, not because of I want, but because of people do not want me to be empowered, just because of who I am, because of there are people who study you from since you were born, especially for me, because of I'm chosen, because of I've overcame things which people who go through what I've went through, so as for them not to walk on their purpose, but then here I am, God having made me to be enlightened of what people are doing to me, starting from my family, cousins, community, and a country as a whole, because of the Bible tells us that we are far off nations, So the government knows that. The government knows who I am, and me too, I also know myself, of which it's something which people never wanted me to come to the realization of who I am. But then here I know who I am. Born to save people from oppression with which our leaders are talking like they are freeing us. These people are kings. These leaders who have been reading about them, they are kings. They do not care about people who have a self-will of critical thinking, who can think for themselves like me, because of I can speak like how I'm speaking right now, instead of representing them in a way where it makes people to see them as good leaders. For me, yeah, they know how to lead, they know about leadership, and they fought for South Africa in a way where I cannot play a part. Like, I cannot fight for South Africa because of I don't have manpower. I don't have people who I would command in whichever way I want, even if they don't like, and they would still do what I want because of certain things, outside of logic or theory. Because of there are things which do not involve education, which can make you to influence people. As you know, the women select who to give offspring to based on men's dominant hierarchy. So I'm not in an initiation which makes me to be a man, a real man. But that's what the Bible does. The Bible initiates you to be a real man. You don't have to go to the real initiation where Xhosas, Zulus, Xhosas, and Pedi people do so as for one to become a man. And when you are from initiation, you don't need to go to education. Or, yeah, because of initiation, it's education in itself. It teaches you how to survive, in life. But then, as a group, as a head, that's the work of initiation. But then, Bible, it teaches you to survive, like in how Jesus survived. He was alone. And because of kings multiply kings, when you learn ways of the Bible, you learn to think independently, so of which it's what you are going to make people think. You make people think for themselves. And if people are used to being controlled, manipulated, when they come across me, then they awoken to who they really are. And they start wanting to think for themselves because of they've seen me living for myself, and they've been asking what it is that I do that makes me to be propelling in how I'm propelling. It's because of I think for myself. I'm not being controlled, and people hate that to the point where they do things to me, a lot of things, and they even did inhuman things so as to try to break my spirit. But then I'm unbreakable, I'm powerful, and I know that now, and I have to take back my power. But then anyway, peace, you.